And so it's my ringer thingy, my ring thing. So you guys don't hear like a weird background effect thingy. I know. Oh. Hello everyone. Alright, we are going live. Make sure I get this angled well, but don't worry, y'all. My bake, I'll show you guys that. So, hello everybody. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's doing really great. Let me go ahead and say hi to some people coming in. Hello, Jason. Hello, Katie. Hello, Susan. Hello, Menu. Yes, I'm so excited to make these cookies. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. All right. So if you guys have not yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down below. Please go ahead and give the stream a big thumbs up for me because that really helped me out. And whoa, I'm super excited. I'm so. Hi, Mindy girl. How are you doing? I'm so excited because we're going to be making some cookies today. We're making Jammie Dodgers, which is a British cookie. It's an English cookie found in the United Kingdom. You can actually find this at Epcot at the pavilion as well. So I'm super excited because this cookie is not traditionally, it used to actually be a dairy-free cookie, but then they added milk to the ingredients. So I don't know why they did that or whatever. So hi Andrea, how are you doing? So I'm super excited. So let me go ahead and we're gonna begin. So so this recipe is very simple. I have it down in the description section down below. If you guys want to check that out. Thanks to Natalie Tam for sending that to me. She Facebooked me the recipe because she found it somewhere, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make these. I need to find a way to make this work. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to begin. So yeah, hi Kurt and Cindy. Yes, let's get jamming. So yes, so basically, the recipe itself is pretty much like you can find things in your pantry. Basically though, with this recipe, it is flour, but you don't want to overmix it. That's the main thing. That's why when I tried to make it the other day, I actually tried to make it like 5 times, or not 5 times. I'm like zoning out. I tried to make it twice yesterday. I did 2 attempts and they both failed because what I did is I tried to double the batch all at once, because I tend to do that with baking, is I tend to double the batch up. But unfortunately, if you over mix it, or if you add too much in, it doesn't mix like at all. And it was very crumbly and it was a disaster. It was so bad. So I decided we're gonna do a batch at a time. We're gonna do one single batch at a time and do just enough. So, and I think also some of my measurements, what I tend to do is, sometimes what I tend to do with baking, because I like get carried away, I accidentally maybe put a teeny bit too much ingredients in. Like if I'm scooping flour and there's like a little bit above the cup, I'll just be like, oh, whatever, I'll throw it on in. But with this, you have to be like really exact and finding, because otherwise it just does not turn out. So thank you, Natalie, for sending the recipe. Yes, thank you, Natalie. Hopefully she'll be in a little bit. Andrea said hi to you, Dan. Hi. Hi, David Mendoza.
Can I get a knife from there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
Hey, Jamie. Hey, David Mendoza. Enjoy your vacation vlog, even though I hate the cold. Making more junk food. That's right, David Mendoza. I know. Yeah, Alaska was so cool. Like, that's not usually my ideal vacation, but like, it was a very phenomenal experience going all the way up to like Alaska. Hello, Sarah FL. Yes, he's a photo bomber in the street. It's hilarious. If I made these snacks, I would gain another 12 pounds. Oh gosh. Well, that seems to just be the thing here. You know, we're all stuck inside, so. Oh, thank you, Andrea, for linking that into the Facebook group. Please go ahead and do that. Another really exciting thing we're gonna be doing this week, what you guys have all been waiting for, is me and Dan, my older brother, we're actually gonna put a little concert together for you guys. I'm thinking this week it's gonna happen. So maybe I'll put in the Facebook group some song ideas if you guys have any songs that you like, just to see if there's any popularity of a certain song. So we shall see how that goes. So hello Sherry, how are you doing? DVC just let me cancel my May trip. We were scheduled a second time for September. Oh, hopefully September, fingers crossed that it's gonna go through, because I think by September things are gonna be back to normal. But I remember, Sherry, that yeah, you had to cancel your trip, and then I remember you rescheduled to May, and then everything's still very insane at that. So hopefully, like, you know, there'll be no more of that, and you can just like get down here. that it won't be like a billion years, and it won't be like July. Anyways, yes. So, oh yes, Andrea, I see the light. Okay, I think we might have to do that one. I'll have to see, because
we'll do that one.
Okay, like he said, we're gonna do that one because he loved Tangled. I think that's a good one to do. It's very acoustic-y. I feel like the song is somewhat in my range, so I think that's gonna definitely be. I think that's definitely gonna go well. Is that a cat or a dog? Me? That's a cat. She went into the bedroom. She doesn't like when doors are closed. Oh, hey Reese, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling well. She doesn't like when doors are closed. She gets really pissed off. So she'll literally sit there meowing at my parents' bedroom door to go in. And then she'll go in and they'll want to close for whatever reason, like my mom's doing work or something. And then after 2 minutes, she will go back to the door and meow to go out. She just wants it open. I think that's the thing. She's spoiled. So she just wants it like that she has everything, because that's her. She's brat. Okay, so then I have, let's go ahead and begin actually. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. You guys should do Love is an Open Door. That's an idea. Because that's more of like I've seen like on Facebook like daddy-daughter duets of that. So that's not as like lovebirdy, because that's kind of, it's even like, I don't want to do overly love songs, because this is like my brother, and we're not Game of Thrones here. Oh, that's too cute. I'm doing better today. I still have a fever, but not as high as yesterday. Oh, that's good, Reese. Continue with your Tylenol, Advil rotation, because we need you to get better, Reese. Oops. So, I'm gonna go ahead and begin. So this requires, this is a 1/4 cup. And it had some other weird sugar, but it's gonna be a 1/4. I think it's like brown sugar, but different. Condensery sugary, I don't know. But this is just brown sugar. We're gonna go ahead and put it into the bowl. Hello, Susan, how are you doing? And then we have a 1/2 cup of butter. We're gonna throw this in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Okay, let me lurk on the list. Yes, Andrea, go ahead and lurk on the list. Send it to me in the mod chat. For 20 seconds. 20 seconds. We're gonna do it for 20 seconds. That's another thing too that's really important, is if you are gonna decide to make this recipe, make sure your butter is somewhat melted, because that was my mistake yesterday. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw my butter in here. It's a little bit melty, and that's why another reason why I did not mix, because the butter was not melty. So I have to go ahead and make sure that it's a little more that it's like a little more. I'm gonna show you guys. I think you want. Oh, I guess this is kind of melty. So you kind of want it like this, as you can see. And I'll angle it for you guys when I start mixing. And then into the bowl it goes. And I'm gonna angle you guys down so you guys can see what's going on. So there we go. So basically then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your butter and your sugar and you're gonna mix that together to form a consistency. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the vanilla in as well. So some of tried vanilla, some of them did not. I think vanilla gives it more of like a really great flavor because this is more of like a biscuity cookie. You'll notice rather than like a sugar cookie, this is definitely more of a biscuit. So we're gonna go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla to this recipe. Into the bowl as well. That way we get a little bit more of that flavor and it's not so good tasting. So then we're gonna go ahead, let me go ahead and make sure all the butter is dumped out. We're good to go on that. So then with the flour, another really important thing as well for this recipe is you don't want too much happening at the bowl at once. I know that sounds really weird. So you have to do this like little bits because otherwise it just does not work. It's a very particular recipe. You cannot really bend the rules a little bit. You kind of have to go what the directions say. Like sometimes with cookies you can just be like, ah, whatever. But this one you have to be really exact. So I'm gonna do a half of the flour. This is a cup and a half. The butter was a half cup. This is a cup and a half. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this into the bowl as well. What's up, baby girl? We got a JoJo in the kitchen. She's trying to scourge for food. She's like, what are you making? Can I have some? Can I have some of that? So, let me just put a little bit more in here. So, hello Lauren, how are you doing? And then we're gonna go ahead and mix that before. We'll mix this first and then we'll add more flour to that. So that was like kind of like the main thing last time, why I like messed up. I'm really glad I didn't do it live for you guys because it was really bad. What are we cooking? We are making Jammie Dodgers, which is an English cookie that has jam in the middle. Either like a raspberry or strawberry. I wasn't sure exactly what kind of jam. I don't know if Reese, you're still in there. What kind of flavor is Jammie Dodgers? Or what's the jam flavor? Because I wasn't sure. I thought, I'm like, was it raspberry or strawberry? Because otherwise I kind of brought the wrong jam. So this is kind of what it's looking like now. We're gonna go ahead and add the rest because I kind of like feel like it's very well mixed consistency. I love Jammie Dodgers. Yeah, we know you love Jammie Dodgers. On whatchamacallit, on House Party. You'll know that Reese is eating like a snack because you'll just hear like a lot of rustling. You'll just hear, and you'll look over and there's Reese eating Jammie Dodgers from like, you know, all the way in England. So it's funny. Let's go ahead and pour the rest. Okay, let's go ahead and mix it. All right, this is what I'm a little bit worried about. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, Jamie loves Jammie Dodgers too. Oh my gosh, I know they're so good. I know, like, yeah, in the United Kingdom at Epcot they have them. You can get them. I never met a cookie I never liked. Me too, Richard. I think it's raspberry. Of course it's raspberry. I got strawberry. Oops. It still tasted really good. But all right, I'm gonna use my hands. They're clean. Kind of mold the dough. They're not really raspberry. I bought the wrong jam. It still tasted really good. Hello, that Florida feeling. How are you doing? Oh, jam's good. I like jam. I'm like one of those weird people that I never caught on to peanut butter and jelly. I never liked it as a kid. But I like jam like on like bread and stuff. I'm weird. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm making sure this is definitely a better consistency today, this dough, than it was yesterday, which is good. I'm also gonna put a little bit more of this into the bowl because we did have a little bit more butter that's left. Any little bit, because there is no eggs or there is no applesauce, egg replacement to keep it together. So we're gonna try to just pull from the butter, which is more of a liquid, sticky consistence, to make sure everything's just glued nice together. That way we can get a really good dough out of this. So alrighty then, you guys, let me go ahead and do that. Hey Todd. So hope everybody's staying safe and well. Is there anything exciting in your guys' lives? Hopefully, it's been nice down here. It's been really, yeah, we've had some really nice evenings. But there's nothing too new with me actually in the past couple days. So the last time I was on was Friday with my cousin, and there's nothing too new with me. Nothing really much happened. So, hello Jeffrey, how are you doing? All right, let's get this all mixed together. So, all right, we're getting there. You're almost there. I'm trying to think. I think what I might, trying to think with this dough, because I want to still use this spool for baking, but I might put this dough in another, maybe I'll put it in that white bowl that I have on the counter, because this to kind of make it faster, because what I'm going to do, I have to throw this in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. So I figured while that 20 minutes is being done, I'll go ahead and make a second batch. Because I feel like you need to make two batches with these, because I feel like you don't get enough. Such as like last night I made one batch. I know it was going to have to make two, but I was just like, if I made one, it would have been gone in seconds. So, hey Jeffrey, how are you doing? I really enjoyed your Alaska video yesterday. I want a few years back. Sounds like you have a nice time. Oh my gosh, Alaska was so much fun. That was like one of those trips that was like definitely like just one of those like once in a lifetime trips. I definitely recommend it to anybody. Like you want to go to Alaska, do it. Like it is such an incredible experience up there. So much with nature, which is really cool if like you're into that. The one thing is though, is go like in June or July, because that's when the weather's the nicest. Like don't go in like the earlier part of the season for sailings or the later part, because it will tend to be cold. That's what I've heard and researched. And trust me, I was in a jacket and jeans basically like most of the trip. So this is mixed pretty well. Let me go ahead and just get the last bits in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this into this white bowl here. I have a refrigerator for like 20 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing. Yes, we went in July. July is a good time. So Sherry, what kind of, what cruise line did you do? Did you do a cruise when you went, or did you do like land? Because that's a whole nother thing too. You can do like land tours up there, but we didn't do that when we went to Anchorage. I wanted to, but like I went with my parents, and like my mom was kind of like the dogs, and she was really nervous. So we kind of just flew to go to the cruise. And I always recommend this whenever you are traveling to a cruise that's not like near you, is to always get there like the day before, if that makes any sense. Like always get there like, let me just so you guys hear me talk. Always get there like, hang on one second, let me just okay. Always get there like the day before, just in case like there's some sort of issues with like your travel, like you get a bad delay, you get a bad this, you get stuck at an airport or something, or your plane won't take off, because that allows you like a 24-hour period to get to there. Like I've heard so many people that like one lady I don't think got on the ship because she left the day of and things got delayed. Like that's what I always would recommend personally, is if you're going to somewhere far for a cruise, or a cruise down here in Florida or somewhere, leave a day before, just to be safe. Oh, okay, you did Princess. Princess has a lot of good Alaska cruises. I don't know where the Saran is. I like using oil because I don't want things flying over. So going home, we were fine. Going home was a nightmare. We flew by way of Canada back. Oh, that is. Yeah, what really was horrible with my trip is, so we started in Anchorage and we ended in Vancouver. So what I really hated was Vancouver, the only thing they had was red eyes that day, basically. Well, they had really earlier flights, but we totally would not have, by the time we got off the boat and by the time we drove in the car and got to the airport, we would have missed the plane. So the only thing left was red eyes, and they were like 10 o'clock at night. So we got off the ship, we were in Vancouver. I personally, again, would have loved a day in Vancouver, like an overnight, but I understand my parents' concerns. They really want to get home. So we kind of just had to like hang around Vancouver for the day. And it was just kind of a lot of just sitting and waiting because we had to go. So that was a bit annoying because it was like, you kind of at that point, in a weird way, want to get home. And then you're kind of just stuck here. You're stuck to like 10 o'clock at night because of the plane. And yeah. And then we flew, I think, and then we had to, both times we had to connect. We connected at Seattle to Anchorage, then Vancouver to Toronto, and then back. So, but yeah, it's definitely not fun. Oh, hang on 1 second. I'm just gonna throw that in. It is 122, so 142, we can take that out. So let me just make sure I'm caught up on this chat here. So, it's fun. I love talking about, I can talk about travel all day, you guys. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this another round. Hey, Natalie, thank you so much for sending me this recipe, this stream. Well, I probably would be baking something else, but this stream would not be happening if it wasn't for Natalie because she sent me the recipe. I love these live baking streams with you. Oh, thank you, Mindy. I appreciate that. They're super fun. So basically, let me go ahead. I'm gonna kind of make some stuff over here. So you guys can see me back here. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just gonna kind of throw everything together here and make a big old mess. Oops. Mess. Okay. So, Jammie Dodgers are yummy. They are, okay, so it's a 1/4 cup of sugar again. I already put the first batch in the refrigerator to refrigerate. So this is batch number 2, because the more cookies, the better, to be honest. And JoJo's here, and when I'm done baking, I'll pick her up to show you guys because she's so cute. And she's just kind of like, just sitting there like, okay, what is she gonna drop food? When is she gonna slip some food down so I can eat it? So, okay, 1/4 cup, I need more margarine. So then I have this, and this is basically used for baking only. So let me go ahead. Yes, so fun. I'm just trying to think if there's anything new in my life. I mean, this week's been kind of simple. I'm trying to think if there's anything new with Disney at all. Oh, I'm trying to think. I think there's been more talks of things, of them putting together stuff to reopen. So I'm really hoping that's true because I really want to get back to the parks. I miss normalcy. I think that's what I've kind of been coming to the conclusion. Everything's just been so unnormal, and I'm gonna be like, when things go back to normal, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, so, yeah. Oops, let me go ahead and put this in the bowl for about 20 seconds about. That's what I did here. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back. Oh my god. go, Katie. Making a weird noise in there. It was like this weird gurgly noise. That was a little bit weird, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and pour this in. Okay, there we go. If you guys don't have yet, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. So yeah, oh, and we need to angle it down for you guys to see, because I feel bad. All you guys to see is me. So I'm glad I got this a better lighting. Decided to move you guys over to the kitchen. So did you ever play the game Rummy Cup? I've never heard of that game. How do you play that game? All right, nice gooey consistency. All right, let's go ahead and grab the flour. One second, you guys. So, I should have all these ingredients over here, but I don't want to make it too messy. I don't want you guys thinking like, oh gosh, she's a mess. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing? Hello, hello, your confidence matter. Dortel McNeil, how are you doing? Hopefully I pronounced all that right. With number tiles, my family has played a lot. Oh wow, so it's like a lot with like numbers and stuff. I never heard of that. Is it like an older game? It sounds fun. I love games. So I would do like a game thing here with like my family, but like it wouldn't really be kid friendly, I find. So we all get like kind of a little bit competitive, like a little bit when it comes to playing playing games, and yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this. So basically what I did was I mixed the sugar, the flour into this other mixture. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more, because you don't wanna overly do it. So, that was my mistake yesterday. That was my downfall. I wasted like a bunch of ingredients, so. Go away, bugs. There's like a gnat flying around my house. Don't you have an apron? I do not have an apron, but I just figured this shirt's kind of getting ratty anyway. I didn't want to wear like my nicest shirt. I think I did. Hang on, I think I did that. Just to be safe. I lost track of how many cups I did, so we'll do a half and we'll do another half. That way it's not too much. Okay, mix it together. Mix it together. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Mix it together. So, let me go ahead and do that for you guys. When baking, don't wear black or navy. Yeah, I know. It's probably my biggest downfall. Oh, hey, Katie, how are you doing? Does anyone know which grocery store has... I don't know if there's Publix's where you live in California, Katie. I think Publix is more like a Southeast thing. But I know they have them at Publix. They might have them at like... Hang on, use my hands a bit to like... I hate using my hands with baking sometimes, but like they're clean. I'm trying to think if you have like maybe Whole Foods. I don't know if you guys have. I'm pretty sure you have Whole Foods in California. That's like all over the country. I would think probably there. If you have like any like international marketplaces, because that's a good question. I'm trying to think. Here you can get them at Publix. I've heard you. I haven't seen them at my Publix, but I know you can get them at Publix, I think. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I don't know. I might just not be talking loud enough. Let me talk a little louder. I don't know, you guys hearing me okay? Do I need to talk a little louder? Because Todd told me it sounds low on his end, and I want to make sure you guys can hear me properly. Because, like, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. You can get them at Publix, yes. Okay, good. You can get them at Publix. Let me go ahead and mix this around. I haven't seen Jammie Dodgers where I live. Oh no, Natalie, you haven't seen. I'm trying to think. I don't know what kind of grocery stores they have in Canada. That's a good question. So I can hear you fine. Okay, good. Oh, the chat. Yeah, I've looked to get back to you. I'm trying to. Oh yes, I know everybody's kind of waiting for that. You can hear me fine. Perfect. Okay, just want to make sure because I didn't know if I was not talking loud enough. So, all right, mix it all together. Yes, you'll have to make some, Natalie. If you have better now, I can hear you perfectly. If you have an international store, you look in there and look in the English section. Yes, that's another thing. Like, I know there's international stores all over the place, so that would probably be your best bet. I would think. What Reese said. All right. I have Whole Foods, but it's so out of the way. I know I'm in the same boat, Natalie. I like shopping at Whole Foods because like they have a lot of really interesting food there. Because it's like it's a very broad range of stuff available. But like the closest Whole Foods is 40 minutes from my house, so it's like I don't really like shopping there unless I really, really have to, because you know it's out of the way. I usually go like once every like 8 months maybe. I usually go for like the holidays because they have a lot of like, good holiday food there, but like that's really it because it's like out of the way and it's pricey and the road they're super busy, like because it's like, you know, it's by like I drive, so I kind of don't really. Oh, you can buy them off. Oh, you can also buy them off Amazon. So if you have Amazon, that's another thing as well. Hello, Francisco. How are you doing? You can get them at Amazon and World Plus store. Oh, okay, good to know. Good to know, Francisco. Amazon them to your house. I feel like too, like probably in like baking, not baking, but like I've seen like the world stuff where like you can get snacks around the world. I know there's this one box. Oh, what's it called? It's like you can subscribe to it, and each month you get a different country, and you try snacks from that country. Forget what Yummy Box. I forget what the heck it's called, but like it looks interesting for sure. Yay! Okay, mix this one well. I can't do Whole Foods. It's so expensive. It is really expensive. But there's like certain like desserts that I like getting there that are like vegan that I only get once a year for like the holidays. So Universal Yums, that's what it is, Katie. I forgot what the name was, but like it's interesting because it's like I know some people that do it. I don't do it, but like I know some people that they get snacks from that country, and each month it's like a mystery what country you're gonna get, and then they get the box, and then certain snacks are good, certain snacks are gross, so it's interesting. To culture yourself, I guess, some different world food. All right, so I did this. Let me pour a little bit more of this in here. Yeah. Better be safe than sorry. There we go. Anyways, so we're good here. I'm excited to roll out the dough. I love doing that. That's like my favorite part. That's what I did when I went to Epcot. Just got all the snacks from each country. It's super cool. Japan, I know, has like probably the most variety selection of snacks. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Trying to think of let's just do this one here. Or you know what I can do, because we're almost done, I'll just do a quick swap. Let me go ahead and wash my hands. I'll be 2 seconds. Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Where's the soap? Oh, here's the soap. I was like, where the heck is the soap? Wash your hands, don't touch your face. La 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 la. Mindy. Yes, certain things you can get, but people only go there to get their food. I just can't. I couldn't make that like my main grocery store. I get that. Cause yeah, I could definitely not make that like my main grocery store to get every single grocery at. Like, that's expensive. I usually do like Walmart and Publix. That's like my main go-to. I love Target, but that's a teeny bit further. That's like 10 minutes from my house, where like Walmart and Publix are like 5. So I'll keep it at this angle for a minute because we'll be switching over. So we're gonna be pulling this out in about 2 minutes. We're gonna pull out the dough. We're gonna put this dough into there, have that refrigerate while I go ahead and we can start rolling out the dough. Oh, I got preheat the oven. So you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. It's weird because like all the recipes were English, so it was like they were all in like Celsius. So I was like, okay, what's like 100 and something? I think it was like 180 degrees, but in Fahrenheit translation. And I think it was like 370, but I felt that was like a weird, I don't know, I felt that was like a really weird number. So I was like, let me just try 350 and see how it goes. And they baked well, so I'm like, okay, we're just gonna keep it at 350 degrees. Because it's weird, it's different, it's the metric system over in Europe, so. So yeah, okay. We got 1 more minute with the dough. We'll go ahead and do a quick swap, and then we'll get rolling. I'm so excited. These cookies were so good to make. And it was funny, because like my older brother's he's pretty classic with all that. He likes, chocolate chip cookies. Like, your typical Ming cookies. And he really liked these. Like, usually he doesn't really like these type of cookies, but he really liked these. So, this is cooking now. We got 1 more minute with the dough. It's like 1 more minute. So, yeah. So, it's interesting. We're almost to May, which is exciting, kind of. So, hopefully we're getting closer to things going back to normal. My hope is that like, whatchamacallit, that like Disney will reopen soon, that we'll get some news. I haven't heard anything yet. I'm always looking on the web like, okay, if there's anything new with Disney, like, so I'm always like searching the web, and I haven't heard anything yet. So I think they're aiming for a June reopening, I'm hoping. Yay, May, 5 days, woo woo, 5 days to your birthday, Andrew, yeah. I know it's not gonna be like, as you know, because you know, we don't have Disney, so you can't like go to Disney on your birthday, and I know you're really bummed about that, so I'm sorry. Have Andrew treat you special though. Have Andrew do something. But birthday fun. May's a fun month. May's usually a decent month. Alright, taking that down. Alright, so we're just taking out the dough now. It's been about 20 minutes. What I'm gonna do then is let me go ahead and take this dough. We'll put it on the counter. Let me go ahead and sprinkle some flour. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys JoJo. We'll show you when we're baking. I think she left the kitchen, that's why. You want to say hi to everybody on the camera? Yeah. Are we gonna do that? This is not food. This is not food, this is flour. This is flour. This is not food. This is not food. I'm so sorry, I do not have food for you. She's like, I want the food. Oh, she said hi to you, Andrea. Said hi. Yeah, she said hello. Is it true that some people are finding Galaxy's Edge drinks in the store now? What? I did not hear that. Like what? Like the Fuzzy Tom Tom? Or like the alcoholic ones? Like which ones do you mean? All right, this is floured really well. Go ahead. Got a baking pan. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, the dough. So we're gonna go ahead and slightly knead this dough. She's always hungry. She is such a hungry hippo. The Coke bottles. Oh, like the Coke bottles? Oh, like the little, they look like little, I forget what the word is for them, but I know what you're talking about. They have like, it's like Coke, Sprite, and like another one. I saw that a grocery store album was having the Coke bottles in it. Supposedly I heard Disney donated their cases of jewelry bottles for stores to sell, but I don't know if that's actually true. Oh, that's interesting. A diffuser, I think that's what it's called, a diffuser, I think. I don't know, I'm really bad with my terminology sometimes. So we're gonna go ahead and roll out this dough. It's a little bit hard to roll out a teeny bit because it's like choppy. I found a little bit, so let me go ahead and you just kind of roll it out a little bit at a time. Oh, I never floured. I always forget to flour this, so. I'm a hungry hippo. Yeah, she loves her food. Are you okay? Oh, Jojo. Hang on. 2 seconds. It'll be 2 seconds. I'm gonna wash my hands. We're gonna wash my hands. You okay? What you? Oh. Stop. I'll cut around, baby. It's okay, not mad. I'm not upset. Yeah, 1 second. Jojo had a little bit of a pukey moment. You okay? Let me just I'm washing my hands for a good minute so you guys aren't grossed out. Give me 1 second, you guys. You okay, baby girl? You okay? You can't scavenge like that. You can't do that. Sorry about that. Jojo had a little bit, she kind of threw up a little bit. I think she was just trying to lick everything for food. But she's like, you know, because she had a really rough pass. So the main thing is like to not yell at her when she throws up, because she gets like really, I mean, I never yell at my dogs when they throw up, but like every time she throws up, she gets like this really scared look on her face, like we're gonna like hit her or something, and I feel so bad. Okay, back to the here. They should donate to the Disney as well for those who can't afford to go experience it in the parks. That would be a fun idea. Pixie was a fatty too. Yeah. Well, consider the malls are closed, Katie. Yeah, that's true. They are closed, the malls. No worries. Go make sure you hit yes. Sorry, I'm catching up on everything that I missed. Anyway, so go ahead and roll it up. Yeah, poor JoJo. Yeah, she doesn't like... She gets skittish with certain things still, even though we've had her for like 2.5 years. She gets like really skittish with certain things, so. Okay, let's roll this out. You want it a 1/4 inch thick, it said. So you don't want it too thick, the dough, or you don't want it too thin, where it's like a pizza. You found a Baby Yoda cups in Save Mart. Oh, that's super cool. Baby Yoda. Hello, Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, everything. Baby Yoda. Yoda. So, let's roll this out nice and good. Don't want it too, I'm talking to myself, I'm weird. I'm like, don't want it too thick, Heather. Don't want it too thick. So yeah. Make sure this does good. We'll be having to we'll have to re-roll it a couple times. Hello, Bill. How are you doing? It looks great. Yes, we're making Jammie Dodgers. Okay, I think this is good for a start for the first couple. So basically, the next step is the fun part. I think it's the fun part because it's actually. You're actually like creating it. Hello, Caroline. How are you doing? I like this next part because you get to like, you're forming the cookie, basically. So basically what you're doing is you're taking the cookie, the whole cookie thing. You know, maybe just start this a little bit flatter. We'll have to redo this a couple times in general. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the whole cookie shape. I like this one with a little... like the shape here, like it's kind of like this like shelly kind of shape. I'll put a little closer for you guys. I like that because I like that pattern. So then what you're going to want to do is then, okay, you guys can see well, perfect. So then what you guys are going to want to do is then you're going to want to go like this. And then if you give it like a little twist, I found that really creates the cookie. So then you're going to do like this again. And you're going to give it a little twist. And then you're going to go up here and do it again. Make sure it's good. Twist. And then you're going to do it one more time like over here. And you're going to give it a twist. I'm good. After the news I heard this morning. How are you? I'm doing good, Caroline. I'm doing good. Doing as well as I can with everything. So then what you're going to do is, and I just like a little cake thingy. So basically what you're going to do then is you're going to create the hole, which is a little bit, it's going to do like a bloop. And again, I'm going to twist it and then it goes back out. And then you're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to do this with half of them with a little hole because this is what makes like the design of making it look like like a Jammie Dodger, like a sandwich cookie, like a jelly sandwich cookie. So, or a jam. I don't know. Jam, jelly, and too much. All right. So then basically what you're gonna do is, I kind of like when I'm like peeling it off, I sometimes use the cookie shape to help really ensure the cookie stays in its cookie form, that it doesn't dry and not be a cookie anymore. So like there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hand down, or I'm gonna go spray this. Hang on. Just make sure it doesn't stick. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna go back and forth really quickly because I'll show you guys when they're on the cookie sheet. So basically, oh, here's a spatula. Perfect. All right. So basically what I'm gonna do is you're gonna kind of want to take your spatula or something, and then I'll put it here. And that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it up on here, on the cookie sheet itself. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this one right over here. Do a little bit of a twist. Move it out. Do it like that. Same thing again, a little bit of a doop. And you guys see here? That's what it looks like. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put that back on the cookie sheet back here. I'm gonna show you guys the cookie sheet when it's done. I just figure right now we're in a weird transition, so I don't like a ton of room. So go ahead and when I'm done, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So same thing again. You're gonna do this. Break away the dough, and then you're going to. You should do vanilla wafers with banana pudding. Oh, that'd be a good idea, Katie. That's an interesting suggestion. With pudding, I like pudding. I might consider doing that. I think next week, I have an idea for next week that I'm gonna do, I think. Because I wanna make these baking shrimps, I think, a weekly thing until like the parks reopen, I'm thinking. So next week's idea might be that. Okay. So let me move it here, up, and then it breaks apart. That's okay, because we're just gonna reform it, make sure it's nice and circle and pretty. So spatula's kind of important. This dough is very, it's not like the strongest dough in the world. So then you have this right here, pretty. Then you go over here, put that here, and then you're gonna go ahead. And we're gonna redo it again, reshape it, re-roll it. That's what I like doing each time, just doing another re-roll. Make sure it's all even and all that good stuff. And then that dough can probably come out soon, the one in the refrigerator. All right. Make sure the dough's good. Oops. virtual dinner party. Hello from Canada. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing great and you're safe. I know we got everybody all over the world on here. In parts of the country. So we have some Europe people in here, I know. Okay. Maybe some Jammie Dodgers. Whoops. All right. It's a little crummy, this dough. Crummy as in like crumbs, not that it's a bad dough. It's crummy. Okay. So just crumbly crumbs. Oh, I'm done. Oh, okay, here I'm just checking out cooking streams. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yes, we're making Jammie Dodgers, which is an English cookie. I don't know if you have them in Canada. I know somebody in my chat's also Canadian, Natalie, and she said she can't find them anywhere in Canada because it's like a snack cookie that's over in the UK, but I'm making it homemade. So I know we do have them here in the US at our store and Publix here. I know we have them here, but I'm not sure if they have them. There's somewhere in Canada to get them. So right. Oops. So then we're going to go ahead and flatten this out. I never heard of this before. So basically a Jammie Dodger is a biscuit cookie with jam in the middle. So it's super good. I feel like it has a right amount of sweetness. I wouldn't say it's overly sweet. So I love the cooking streams. Yes, I know they're so much fun. I'm really glad I get to do this. Usually I don't do cooking streams. I do like travel, but we're all stuck at home because of everything going on. So I decided, you know what we're gonna bake. So I've been trying to do this more often because I figure it's super fun to do. So, all right. Flatten this out a little bit more. Perfect. Make sure this is nice and flat. So there might be something similar here, but I can't think of the name. Oh, gotcha. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if there was. So we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna make little cookies. I figured if you give it a little twist, it really defies the cookie. Because sometimes it blends into the dough, and that's kind of annoying when it does that. Because then you have to like try to like get it out of the dough. Same thing again. Oh, this one kind of became a little bit clumsy at the moment. So let me go ahead and adjust that. So then same thing, I use a little thing to make a little hole. You don't have to do this, but it kind of gives it that like pretty effect when you make little holes in them. Because then the jelly comes like burst or jam comes through the little thing, and it looks like, you know, looks fancy to give it that fancy flair of elegance. So then we go ahead and do the same thing again, and then we're gonna scoop this up. So show you guys, back and forth. Probably take out that other dough. I'll do that in a moment. So then we have that again. And then we just got to do the last 2 more. Go. I'm showing you guys what it looks like. I might have room for like 1 more round. And then I'll throw this in the oven for about 10 minutes. I'm trying to see. Let me break it apart. Perfect. All right. So scoop. Okay. So then I think we have room for another round. So we'll go ahead and do that. I might have room from the dough here to make some, rather than having to re-roll the whole dough out again. I see your channel. You were on an Alaska cruise. I went to Alaska on a cruise last September. Oh, no way. Yes, go ahead and definitely check out that video. Yeah, I went to Alaska last June in 2019. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, we had the best time. I did other vlogs of it, but I decided to make just one big shorter vlog just to kind of give everybody like more of an idea as well, like some more tips in there. So yeah, it was super fun. It was a phenomenal experience with my video. So did you do a cruise when you went to Alaska? Did you guys do a cruise, or did you guys do a land? What exactly did you guys do when you guys were there last September? Okay, there we go, right here. So, no, it fell apart. No, okay. Might have to re-roll it somewhat. I'm a disaster. Yes, cruise from Vancouver. Oh, nice. We did a what ship did you guys do? Okay, because we actually did a southbound from Seward, Alaska, and we ended in Vancouver, and we were on, so yeah, we started in Anchorage, ended in Vancouver, and we were on the Jewel. We were on Norwegian ship. So, which I know more, I feel like more for Alaska cruise, it's more with like Princess, Holland America. I know those are like the main ones that have like, they have like award-winning cruises, so. So I'll go over there. Yeah, I was supposed to be on a cruise this past weekend, but that didn't work out, unfortunately. I used to live in Vancouver, so we did 7-day return trips. Oh, gotcha. That's easier then. Like if you're like live right by port, like go for it. Like that's definitely easier. Like that's the thing. I'm in Florida, so like I'm like about an hour from port. About an hour from port. So, so it's really easy for me to just drop everything and get on a ship. So last year we went on an Alaskan cruise too. We went on the Norwegian Bliss. Oh, you went on the Bliss. That must have been incredible. I really want to get on that ship because it looks so cool. Yeah, because the Bliss went up there. The Bliss went up there. So that's so cool. Oh my gosh. We were on the Crystal Symphony. Okay, I've heard of Crystal Cruise Lines. No flights. I know that's like the best. It's just no flights, because that's what I found was hard. It was my first like boat trip going on like a plane to get there, and it was like I can now relate to the people that live up north that come down to do Caribbean cruises and the hassle of flying. I can now relate to them a little more because I'm a little bit like, I just drive up to port and here I am ready to get on the ship. So let me just make sure this is a little bit more together. I forgot to add a little hole to this. Let me go ahead and do that. That was breaking apart. No. It's okay. It'll make together. 2 seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead. Let me just go ahead and make. I think I have room for 2 more cookies on there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll throw this in the oven. Actually, let me go ahead. I think I'm just gonna do this batch right here. Do these 10, see how it goes. I'm gonna put it in for, set the timer for 10 minutes. It was being weird. It like stalled. Anyways, I'm back. I was supposed to be going on Hall in American Nottingham this May, but it got canceled. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know, it's like all these cruises. I'm just so glad we didn't go this year. Or we didn't have any major trips planned this year. Like my family and I, we didn't have anything like overly major this year. And I was like thinking to myself, like in the beginning of the year, I'm like, oh, I really need to get a trip together because I like taking one big trip a year. But good thing I didn't really book anything too major. I just had a simple 3-day cruise on Royal Caribbean Mariner of the Seas, but that's an easy reschedule to book. But like, I'm glad I didn't have like any trips to Europe because I know we were talking like, oh, maybe we'll go to Europe this year. This was like a few months ago. We were talking about we were just talking for the heck of it. And then, yeah, so it was a good thing we didn't have anything like too major planned this year. My parents actually did their cruise just in time. They did a cruise, a Caribbean cruise, and they got back just in time. I feel like I knew somebody else did the same thing. They got back just in time. They like went out like right before and got back in time, so things. You keep me company while I have lunch. Ew, eggs and turkey bacon. Oh, that sounds like a breakfast for lunch. That's kind of cool. Breakfast for lunch. Lunch for breakfast. Is so many people's vacation first disrupted? Yeah. And I'm a travel agent too. So like, I've had clients' cruises that were canceled, and it was a nightmare trying to get a hold of the cruise lines to see how to get their credits, and yeah, it was very stressful. So we did a cruise late February this year, but before everything started closing. Yep, that was literally, I think, the last time. That was literally the last time that things were like normal. Is then. That was literally the last of like the normalcy. Heather, did I show you now the keto version of Malibu? Oh, that's interesting, Katie. That's interesting. Yeah, let me go ahead and mix this around. 10 minutes. Yeah, that's. Oh, I never put them in. Oh my gosh. I'm perplexed. Okay, I never put the cookie. Okay, now they're in the oven cooking. I'm too much. I'm gonna apologize. I'm too much. Okay, so then let me go ahead and roll this out. All right, it's 10 to 10 my time. So I'm gonna make sure in 220, about 220 they'll be done. But I'm gonna check on them periodically because, like, you don't want them to burn because then it's not fun. We forgot last night that one of the batches was in the oven, and yeah, it burned. So then the dogs got cookies. So okay, we're gonna roll it out. We're gonna go ahead, form the cookie, add a little twist, from the cookie, add a little twist. So, right. Same thing. Go. Boom. All right. So this is together. Oh, I didn't need to do a hole for this one. Go back to normal. No hole allowed. Looks like it has a belly button. So no eggs or egg replacement needed. That's amazing. Excited to see how they turn out. Yes, so this one is like basically like an eggless cookie, which is interesting. I think basically like the butter and the sugar like held it together because it holds really well. Because usually when it doesn't require that, it doesn't hold well, but it's like it is. Whoops, there we go. It's falling apart. No, it's falling apart. It's falling apart. All right, there we go. Stick together. There we go. Oh. Perfect. So then now it is, still we're halfway through the baking process of this cookie. Just gonna go ahead, do the same thing again. Take all of that. I'm gonna go check on the cookies that are in the oven. Cooking fabulously. Okay. Roll around. Same thing again with the rolling. I'll probably make 4 more cookies out of this dough, I'm thinking. We're gonna try to aim for 4 more cookies out of this dough. It's yelling at me that it's done. It's not done. All right, rolling it out. Perfect. All right. So then same thing again. Twist. Same thing again. And a little twist. There we go. At least they're cracking. Ever make Girl Scout cookies? I don't never tried to make Girl Scout cookies before. That's a great question. No, I've never attempted it. I've bought Girl Scout cookies because they, where's my cake top? There it is. So, you know, they taste good. Especially like, oh my gosh, the Thin Mints are my weakness. If I had to have a weakness, it would be Thin Mint cookies. And you're just scavenging. There's nothing there for you to eat, Joe. There's nothing. She's like, well, there is. There has to be some sort of dough. Whoops. I like the s'more. Oh, they make s'mores cookies with Girl Scouts. Girl Scout cookies are the best. I didn't buy any this year. I should have. It's my mistake for not buying Girl Scout cookies. Peanut butter ones. Oh, well, I think those are like called tag balls, I think. Now I want Girl Scout cookies. Where are you, Girl Scouts selling cookies? All right, we can definitely put another couple more cookies on here for sure. And then I think I'll try to make 2. This dough's very crumbly. I think I'll try to do 2 more. Let's see how it goes. I might be able to do another. Oh. I think they need another minute. Anything peanut and chocolate is good. I agree. dough. You guys are seeing the disaster of this dough. So crumbly. Oh gosh. Okay. Stay together. There. Now that's better. That's definitely more of a better consistency. Okay. I'm not gonna do a hole. Actually, I'll do a hole with this one. Mindy, if there was a fun-sized bag of Girl Scout cookies, we'd be having a party. Oh my gosh, like the party pack, a party pack, sold out in a heartbeat. Oh. Yeah, I think we have enough. Oh, I gotta check on these constantly. One second, guys. A minute here. We need another 2 more minutes. Remind me in 2 minutes, you guys. 2 minutes. King size. It's a king size pack. Oh gosh. Absolutely. All right, I think we have room for 2 more cookies. And then I think the dough itself. There we go. Let me go check on the cookies once more. I think they're gonna be good. Yeah, the cookies are done. Perfect. So this batch is done. I will show you guys in just a moment what it looks like. We're gonna get this next batch in, and then it's gonna be a cooling process next. So. Bless you. Oh, the dog, did I sneeze? I think the dog sneezed. They said, bless you, Jojo girl. They said, bless you. She's looking at me like, what are you saying? I love her. All right, 1 more cookie. We'll go on this. Then I think the rest of the dough I feel like is very hard to put together, so we'll probably just scratch the rest. We'll have them, you want to come say hi in a minute? We'll have you come over and say hi to everybody. Would you like that, Miss Jojo? Would you like everybody to come say hello to you? Yeah, she's so cute. She's just looking at me like, I'm the cutest thing. You heard a human sneeze? I don't think I sneezed just a couple minutes ago. Oh. Okay, it was my brother. He's in the other room. Too much, you guys. Okay. I'm losing it. All right. One more cookie will do it. One more cookie. All right, then, you guys. There we go. I'm not gonna make a hole for this one. There we go. All right, then. So we're gonna throw this batch in the oven. I want to make sure these are like a little bit cooled down. That was an adult sounding toys. So then you want to make sure, okay, maybe I might be able to use some of this dough later. I never threw the dough in the refrigerator, gosh. Okay, I never threw this in the refrigerator. I mean, not that, I don't know if I'll bake with this today. Give me 1 second. But yeah, there's one adult sounding dough. Okay, let me go ahead and move this over. I don't know, I might be able to salvage a cookie or two out of this, but I feel like for now, because it is so crumbly, we're just gonna go ahead, I think, and we're gonna go ahead and just move this out of the way and be done with this dough. I'm gonna show you guys the cookie process because I can put this on the counter because it's granite. So let's go ahead and clear this out a bit. Give me 1 second, you guys. Jojo, do you want to say hi to everybody? I'll have Jojo come say hi. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi to the stream people? Heather is making me hungry. I have to Uber eat some. Yes, Uber eat some McDonald's. It's lunchtime. You look like you need more flour to avoid crumbs. I put some flour down. If anything, it makes it more crumbly, I'm finding, because it's like, it's a very, like, the dough itself isn't very moist. So, Jojo, you want to come say hi to everybody on the stream? What's up? She's just looking like, what's going on? Say hi. Say hello. Say hello. She's looking at me like, what are you doing to me? Yeah, I'm gonna just like wash my hands again. Like, what are you doing to me? Hands are washed. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? Ordered ribs from Grubhub. Whoop, whoop. I know that's like the best because you don't have to like leave your house. I put this in about 2 minutes ago, so it's like 2:38. I need to start. So here we are, beautiful as can be. All right. So this is what it looks like when it is done. Whoops, let me angle it for you guys so you guys can get a better view of the cookies. So you guys can see them pretty well. Get more of that in my other camera angle because I think they came out really good down there. So right over it here. So then what I'm going to do then is, I want them to cool down a teeny bit before I go ahead and put the jam on them. Because I think if you put them on too early, it's not good. So then basically then I'm going to put the jam and then we stack them. And then we eat them. And then we get fat. So let me go ahead, let them cool down a second. So just give me 1 moment, please. Just have to send a quick message. they look good. Now all we need is the jam. That's right. That's the next step, Reese, is they look so yummy and good. We just need the jam. So just give it just another minute or two. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a knife so that way we can jam them up. Don't want, yeah, that's the thing. You don't want it, they said in the thing, it's okay to when it's a little bit warm because it gets melty, but you don't want it to be too melty. So they're feeling like they're cooling, which is good. Just give me one moment. So, okay. Oops, there we go. So, oh gosh, my shirt's a mess. I'm a mess. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait another minute or two. I know this is like brutal. This is like last week. But I'm just kind of prepping for a stack, what it's gonna be like. Then we're gonna jam them up. Let me show you what the jam I got. I should have gotten raspberry, but I did not. So that was my error. So I have this strawberry Smucker's jam, which is pretty good. Strawberry, which is, I know raspberry should have been what I should have gotten, but that's okay. It's okay. It's still gonna taste really good, I think. And then I'm gonna give it another minute, and then we're gonna test one cookie out to see. I'm so excited. These are like the best things ever. So let's give it another minute. Let it cool down a little bit more. Cool down cookies. We need Elsa here. You dip the peanut butter, you got a PB&J cookie, yeah. Literally. It's a Jammie Dodger. Alrighty then, one more minute, and then I will put jam on because I don't want to do it too soon. Jam is jam. I like jam better than jelly, I think. Even though they're like the same thing, kind of. Jam, jam, jam. This shirt's really big on me. It's stretched over time, I guess. Pop them in the fridge to cool off. I guess I could. I feel like they're kind of cooling off now. Give it another like 20 more seconds. And then we shall begin. I'm so excited. Isn't jam and I feel like it's the same thing, kind of. I don't know. Is there a difference between jam and jelly? Okay, we're gonna start. So I'm gonna take a knife. I'm gonna spread it along the cookie. If they're a little melty, it's not the end of the world. So okay, like that. So like kind of like this. And we're gonna put it on top. Put a little bit of and you press it down, and it's like that jam going through. And we're gonna do part 2. Melted or not melted, I'm still gonna eat them. Heather's making me hungry, oh my gosh. Right, round 3. Oh, jam flying out everywhere. a little bit, but that's okay. Natalie, I'm looking for some brown sugar so I can make some. Oh my gosh, yes. There we go. And the last one's over here. And then boom. And then we got some Jammie Dodgers, baby. A little closer for you guys to see. Aren't they beautiful? So beautiful. Oh gosh. All right. Just put my hands. Okay. That was really good. All right. Now you guys want to see me eat it? Let me check on the other ones real quick. All right, they're gonna be done in just a moment. The other batch. Right. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna take a bite. It's gonna like squirt jelly everywhere. I just know it. These are good. Oh, Jojo knows I'm eating. She's like, she's got food. Oh. It's so good. It looks like a Jammie Dodger. Yay! Oh, the swing factor problems. This was actually my dinner last night because I did a test round. Was Jammie Dodgers. So I am not judging anybody at all. This is so good. I wish I could send this to you guys through the live stream. I do. So I would send them all off. But that's not possible. Teleportation, unfortunately. This is so good. Let's see if you can do these for dinner. I hear you. Oh, freaking I forgot. A cup of tea. Oh, a cup of tea. Oh my gosh. A cup of tea. That'll be a real Brett. Okay. I need to stop. I need to refrain. But I'm gonna have a third. I'll talk to you guys. That batch is done and cooling off. Cookies and tea. We drown our sorrows in eating food. Do you guys have any questions about this recipe? Any questions about Jammie Dodgers? Jammie Dodgers and Jammel. It's hard to stop. I mean, it's sugar. My dog is looking at me like, why do not get any? She looks so mad. She looks so mad at the moment. She's just like, what about me? I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry you can't eat these. You should have like the biscuit. I don't know about the jelly. No dogs. I don't think they have jelly. You know, she looks so pissed. She's just like, why did I not get any? No, you can't eat just one. You can't. You cannot. One it just jumped in my mouth. That's what Johnny always says. She's always like, it just jumped in my mouth. I'm gonna stop after this fourth one though. My mom's gonna be like, didn't you make cookies? And I'll be like, no. Cause like, I decided to go and eat. The cookie itself isn't a phenomenal cookie. Definitely one of the best cookies I've ever made. It has a good, I don't feel like it's overly sweet. I feel like it has a good measurement of like sweetness to it. Sometimes when they're like overly sweet, no, they're not that good. Alright. I'm gonna stop. I need to stop. There's one left. They're so good. That was so good. Oh my gosh. We can thank Natalie for that again. Thank you, Natalie. She's the one that put all the baking stuff. So yeah. So yes, go ahead, thank Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. Have another. I'm gonna stop because I have to give these to my family. I promised my family cookies. I promised them I'd be like, I got cookies for you guys. Don't worry. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask. If you have any questions about the Jammie Dodger itself, do you have any questions for me in particular about anything? Now will be your time to ask away. So, like, I don't know when Disney's gonna open. That's still like kind of a little bit unsure when that's gonna happen. I'm really hoping June. That's my main hope, is June. They can really crack down and get it together and open it back up so we can be back and I can be streaming you guys at the parks again. Because I miss that so much for you guys. I miss being at the parks, hanging out. So yes, if you guys haven't yet, go follow my social medias and the links down below, because I'll update with you guys stuff there. Was the oven on? How many minutes? Oh, how many? That's a great question. I'm so sorry. So it usually takes about, this one took about maybe 12 minutes. I would say like a 12 to 16 minute range, depending. You want to keep your eye on it because you don't want them to be overly done, because then like it doesn't taste good. So you definitely want to keep your eye on it, and you also don't want it to be, you can't just play around with the recipe. Yeah, everything has to be, you have to follow the recipe rules, because if you do a little bit more of something or a little bit like more of that, it's not going to come out, because that's what happened to me last night. I had 2 attempts and it did not, the dough just could not come together. So that would be my advice too, is just really, if you do decide to make these, is to be very exact, because I haven't did the recipe for them in the video. So that's the main thing. That would be my biggest advice, is there's no messing around with it. Okay, oven is 350 degrees. So for an example, the recipe, all of it was like in Celsius, and it translated to like 370, which I felt was too, I thought it was just too weird. So I was like, let me just try 350. And it cooked very well with 350. So, or 350. So that would be what I would cook it at, is that degrees. So, but yeah, so good. These came out, these were so good. And these baking streams are fun. I have an idea for next week. I have to definitely look into it and play around with it a bit. But I have an idea. I'm gonna do probably another baking stream next week. So, and then we're gonna do a concert, me and my older brother. So I'm also gonna put on my Facebook page as well, what are some of your favorite, what are some songs you would like to hear? Do you have any in particular that you like? And I'll have you guys, if you guys wanna join my group, put a comment below. I think I'll also put it on my Instagram as well, like the little like, what's your favorite Disney song tag thing, and you guys can put it in. So yes, you should follow the recipe, otherwise it won't work, because it's a ashori. Oh, what's an asheri? I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it's that. So interesting. You should do a Harry Potter baking stream. That's true. I just don't have the Harry Potter like cookbook. Maybe as we get more into the video, more into May. Do you want them underdone, or do you want, or how when they come out, or crispy? You want them, I think, a little bit crispy. Like I figured, like, here's the last one left. You definitely don't want them overdone, for sure. I feel like when they're like a little bit, a teeny bit brown, I feel like that's okay, like with that cookie. Or it's okay if it's a little bit under, you want them to have a little bit of crisp, because it is that type of cookie. So that would be my biggest main stuff with that, is you just want it to be, you don't want it to be overdone, but you don't want it to be too underdone. It's okay if it's maybe a slightly tannish, and or like tannish like this, if that makes best way to describe it, like that. So shortbread, okay. I sent you a list of the chat. Okay, great. I'm gonna definitely check that out, Andrea, for sure. Amazon has the baking books. I'll have to look into it. I'm trying not to spend like overly as much money now, because it's like just everything happening. So, oh, you're welcome, Mindy. I love these questions. I love that you guys are interested. Just don't overcook because it's a shortbread. Exactly, Race. Exactly. You don't want to overcook it. So yes, they came out so great. I'm so proud of myself. So I'm so proud of myself. And yeah, this has been super fun. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys this afternoon. Yeah. So yeah, if there's any more questions, now is the time to ask if anybody has any more questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna get wrapping up here. And Jojo, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn your screen to stream around because she's over there sleeping on the couch. Let me see if I can zoom in. There she is. She's tired. So. Thank you, Jamie and Reese. I appreciate that. So. Thank you for sharing. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. So, oh, let me go ahead and turn this stream around. So, let me just go ahead and adjust it. But I'll keep you guys up to date with everything. Of course, if I hear any news, of course, you guys hear it from all of us. If you hear that Disney's going to do a reopening. So, and then if one of my mods can link my Facebook group into the chat. That way, whoever hasn't joined yet can go ahead and join. And we can come up with some more ideas and songs and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. And let me go ahead and wash my hands and then I'll wrap up because my hands feel really sticky and it's kind of uncomfortable. So let me go ahead and do that. Then I'll wrap up the stream. Thank you, Andrea, for doing that. Thank you so much. All right, let me go ahead. Put this lid on here. So yeah, that should be in the near future as well. I'm excited and I'm trying to think. Just see here. Okay, then I'm gonna grab JoJo for my outro because she's still over there chilling out. I'm gonna grab her. She's like, why are you doing to me? Okay, here we go. Alrighty then. Thank you, Andrea and Reese. Yes? Can we say hi to everybody? Can we say hi? Can we say I'm super cute? Can you see I'm super cute? And I get to hang here. And I want Heather's Jammie. Oh, you see the Jammie Dodger. You see the cookie. She saw the cookie. She saw the cookie. You can't eat it. You can't eat the cookie. So, if you guys have not yet, I would absolutely love, you can go subscribe to my channel. You can go hit the notification bell. Go share this with your friends and family. Please go ahead and give the stream a thumbs up if you guys have not yet, because that will help the channel out. Thanks again. Give the stream a thumbs up. And yeah, oh, she wants the cookie. She's like, I want the cookie. She's like, give me the cookie. So yeah, okay. Love this doggy. So yes, put a comment below, go subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys be safe, stay safe. Don't do anything too intense. Your vacation is out there. I'm trying to turn this off.